ambition is the great fire. It's the liberator of the unconscious person, you know? It's like the first requirement of all action.
This is Jae Casino from Peew Gand. I got my boys in here. Caleb goes by Grizzly F.O.G. and Wolfy Rey, and we're all right here just chilling, bro.
Bet. Hey, the Grizzly F.O.G. What does the F.O.G. stand for?
F.O.G.
Yeah,
F.O.G. stands for Forever on the Grind.
Forever on the grind. That's what's up. Forever on the grind. Yeah. Bet. And all y'all from Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah, from Hampton Roads, Virginia. You know, representing Hampton, Norfolk. Basically, the whole 757. You know.
Bet. That's home of Allen Iverson, right? He from Hampton, right?
That's where Allen Iverson, Michael Vick, Missy Elliott, the Neptunes, NERD, the Clips, Timbaland, everybody, bro.
Damn, that's a good ass art base, huh? A lot of good art coming from that city. Bet. So let's get right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, each one of y'all could probably chime in on pretty much questions I'm gonna ask you and everything like that. We just go, kind of like go from, Casino to Grizzly to Wolfy Rey. We just do it like that. So all y'all was born in pretty much in Hampton, Virginia, right?
Okay, so I was born in Hampton, Virginia. Grizzly was born in Hampton, and Wolfy, he was born in Norfolk.
What is it called?
Norfolk, Virginia. It's right across the water.
Okay. So if we'll start with Hampton, Virginia. If we're looking at Hampton, Virginia, name, give me a description of Hampton in just like one sentence, you'll think. If somebody say like, tell me about Hampton, Virginia, but just give me one sentence on it, what would you say?
Hampton, Virginia is a city that is beautiful, but yet it is, it's also reality at the same time. That's all I can really say about Hampton.
Okay, what about Grizzly?
Oh, that was Grizzly.
Oh, that's Grizzly. Okay.
I feel like Hampton, you really get to see the best of both worlds, because I'm basically from smack dab, like in the middle of Hampton. So, one minute you're like in suburban area where everyone's all, hey, how you doing? You get that southern hospitality. Right. And then like a stone's throw away, basically you see, it's drugs, it's crime, people are getting robbed, the gang violence, stuff like that. But, it's a beautiful mess. I'd say that.
Beautiful mess. Okay. That all right. Bet. And Wolfy Rey, since he's from a different city, y'all, let me speak to him. Like, how would you describe the city you're from? And spell your city out for me, because I don't have a problem understanding. It's Northwest.
Oh, what would you say?
Okay, spell the city out for me, because I had a problem understanding the name.
Norfolk. Norfolk.
Oh, no, I've been calling it Norfolk, Virginia. That's where Nat Turner was at, right?
Yeah, everybody has different pronunciations of it. I say Norfolk.
Okay.
Some people say Norfolk.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I'm
from Norfolk. You say Norfolk.
Yeah. That's where Nat Turner handled that business out there, man. Yeah. Okay. So if we looking at your city and everything, give me one sentence on, how you describe it.
Oh man, I say it's I would describe Norfolk as beautiful. I mean, you got the docks and everything where you want to be at. If I can describe it in one word, how would I describe Norfolk in one word? I'd say it's unique. We have so many different people here, and it's so many amazing people you can see and speak to. We have different neighborhoods, and it's just like you have the hoods and some places, and then you have like more suburban and everything like that.
I say we live in like the middle of it. We live by the campus, the ODU campus. Shout out to them. Shout out to VSU as well. But yeah, I just say Norfolk is a beautiful place to be, and you'd be crazy not to come here.
Bet. I got you. So I'm gonna start with you with this question. I'm gonna go up to them. So give me the meaning behind Wolfy Rey. How did the name? How did the name come about?
Okay, well, I came up with the name when I was in high school.
Okay.
Well, I just like Wolfy Rey because I like
Wolfy
wolves
Rey.
and stuff, and I was one of those weird kids, and I thought of Ray because I thought of king.
Right.
And I always see myself as a king, and my sign, I'm a Leo, so we're the royal sign of the whole zodiac. So I figured I was a king, so that's how I came up with my whole name. And well, basically, Wolfy was also a character I made because I wanted to make. I still kind of want to make it, but I wanted to make a cartoon back then, and I had them as characters and some other friends and everything.
Right.
And I just ran with the name, and it's been like that ever since.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely unique. Ain't nobody out there with that kind of name, right? That's what's up. So let me go to Grizzly Forever on the Grind. How'd you get that name?
All right.
Yeah, so basically back in high school, I started producing like sophomore year of high school. And I went by Grizzly because, everybody, I'm built big, so, everybody would nickname me, like Grizzly, or you feel like a grizzly bear. So
Okay.
I came up with that. One day my homie was like, he wanted to start a group called F.O.G. It was like Future Original Gangsters or some shit.
Right.
But that group didn't really happen, so, So now I'm down further along the line, like 2012, 2013, going into my producer career, and I'm getting some popularity. But I can't keep carrying, just Grizzly, because there's like tons of different Grizzlies on the internet. So what can I add to that? And so that's how I added F.O.G. Forever on the Grind, because I'm always about grinding, staying humble and whatnot. So I'm always forever on the grind. That's how Grizzly F.O.G. came about.
All right, that's okay. And Jae Casino, tell me about your name. How'd you come across that?
So it all started when I started doing comedy.
Comedy? You said comedy?
At first, yeah. I used to do stand-up comedy. I mean, I still do, but I'm more into the music thing now, for real. And everyone called me just Joe. And when I basically started the group, that's what I was calling myself. But I was like, I gotta separate myself from like what I'm doing. So I was listening real heavy to Future at the time because I love Future, and he has an artist on his roster. His name is Casino, and I was like, yo, that's a cool ass name. And then my name starts with J, so it was Jae, Jae Casino, and it's because when I'm around, it's time to take risks, like it's time to gamble, and it's just that's just how my name started, and I'm just sticking to it, bro.
Right, stick to that shit. Don't even trip, man. Stick to that. Don't even trip. So now I'm gonna point this out. So by being a comedian and also being in the music, you can really roast a lot of people if you had some problems on the mic. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like dope. Like, you can kind of like, joke around and embarrass people. And, I used to say like back in the day, ranking or jonesing on somebody or whatever like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like sweet to have too, though. I just wanted to point that out. That was cool. That's cool. And then even with Grizzly, you said you was a producer in high school, right?
Yeah, I'm a producer first, basically. But, I'm kind of still more focused on the rapping now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm a producer. I'm now going to be like an engineer. I'm learning how to make the master and stuff like that.
Okay. And Wolfy also with him and everything. What was the side thing in being in high school as well? So if you're looking at them, he's the comedian Jay. Grizzly. He's doing beats and everything. What was your side thing too?
Well, I was always a singer.
Okay.
I used to love listening to R&B in the car with my mom, and then like when I got to college, I joined the VSU gospel chorale, and it really made me like more immersed in my singing even more because they trained me in breath control and how to get higher and how to get lower, and just like so many techniques, and I got more immersed into it. Now I rap too, but I started venturing in more into my singing because I loved how my voice sounded, and I just wanted to get more into it. I mean, I also act too, but I started getting a little bit more into how music was and the technicalities of what music was, and it just became more about like more and more part of me each day. Waking up every morning with my stepdad, he's a DJ, so he played music loud as he could every morning, and like growing up with that, I couldn't help but get more into music. I'd freestyle and do all these things in the morning, and he'd be on the DJ. He'd be DJing in the house like all day, basically, always training, and it pretty much inspired me to hop into music like full-fledged. And if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be into music as I am now today. So shout out to my stepdad.
Right, shout out to Step Pops for real, bringing that inspiration in the household like that. That's like what's up. That's what's up. So I'm gonna go back out to Jae and Grizzly, since they from the same city, and I want to be able to ask, like, Jae, what neighborhood did you grow up in out there?
Me, I grew up on Driftwood. And Driftwood is right off of the intersection of Mercury and Big Bethel. That's like the two like major highways in Hampton. It's like right by where everything is. Like all the restaurants, all the stores and everything like that. So, I'm a city boy.
Okay.
And the part where I grew up in, it was a pretty friendly neighborhood. Everyone, they're really nice. Everyone's talking to each other and everything like that. Except this one lady, she would always call the cops when someone's music is too loud or someone's grass gets too high or something like that. Right. But when I wasn't with my mom living in the neighborhood there, I was in Newport News. On Center Avenue, and that's basically like the midtown in Newport News, so that's like right where the hood is. So that's where all the kind of dicey, crazy stuff was going on every now and again. Like you'd hear, some gunshots, you'd hear some police sirens, you'd hear about things that are going on. A couple of unsavory, characters, some bass heads, some stuff like that. I really got to see both parts of like how life is from like a really young age. So I honestly appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Right. I give you some balance though. You know what I mean? You get to see the good and the bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can weigh your options. It taught me that everything that glitters really isn't gold for real. Right. I got you. And Grizzly, where you grew up at? What neighborhood?
There's a section in Hampton called Whip. So in the Whip section, I grew up on Gloucester Street, and on that street, it was like a neighborhood that had mostly people in their like 50s going up. So it was a cool neighborhood. It was a quiet neighborhood most of the time and stuff like that. Some stuff would happen now and again. We get like some old younger neighbors and whatnot. Deal with the crazy stuff. So, and the fact, I live on Gloucester Street. Right around the corner is like one of the most known cities not cities, but most known streets in 757, Lichtenstein Road. So, I'm not too far away, from gunshots and stuff like that. So,
Right.
I mean, I had a good time growing up in my neighborhood. I can't complain and stuff like that. But, I just blessed to, not getting into any trouble or anything during that time.
Bad. What about Wolfy? Where did you grow up? What neighborhood?
Where did I grow up?
Yeah.
I grew up all around the 757. Me and my mom, we were always moving and stuff. But growing up, I didn't really live in any dangerous neighborhoods because my mom, she always made sure that her children were protected, and she took care of us the best way she could. But in the neighborhoods, I'd say they were all pretty quiet. You hear a couple kids running up and down the streets, and one of the kids would be me, of course.
Right.
And we just, we moved around a lot, so I couldn't say just one neighborhood I grew up in.
Okay,
But,
okay.
yeah, we moved from house to house. We were everywhere.
All right, okay.
So I've seen all around the 757.
All right, okay. So I'm gonna start with you with this next question. I want to ask, and this is really important when we talk about the arts and when we talking about music and everything. When we look at our parents, you know what I mean. When we look at the energy we get from our parents, sometimes you get parents that see something in you and they don't like it and they deter you from it. Like, you know, a lot of times, like when I grew up, you know, you listen to hip hop, then your moms be like, turn that shit down or whatever like that, because they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So speaking from, you know what I mean, from your experience and everything, give me an idea, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the relationship you have with the mom and the father. And your stepfather.
I just start with my mom. My mom has always been a beautiful person in my life. She's always been strong. Like, I can't recall like any time I've ever seen her scared of anything. So she's always been the main inspiration and somebody I always looked up to. She always keep pushing and she never quit with anything. I've always had a good relationship with her. She pushes me. She wants me to do music.
Right.
But she knows I'm talented and I've always showed her my talents and she always pushed me to just go into things, and even when I'm shy, she still try to push me. I'm gonna start with my dad. It was pretty cool with him. Growing up, when I was a kid, like I was really little, my dad ended up leaving. He ended up leaving us when I was like 8 or 9. I can't recall the age.
Right.
Because he was really hooked on drugs badly, and I don't know how he is today. We don't talk. I gave him my number 1,000 times, and I still haven't heard anything from him.
Right.
But I'm glad my stepdad actually he came in and he showed me what was like how to be a man and how to grow up and how to provide and be like a strong person. He also pushed my musical abilities. He always wanted me to write, rap a little bit, or something like that. I mean, I already told you he's a DJ.
Right.
He still is. He still loves the DJ.
Right.
And just being with him and my mom, they raised me and they did the best they could, and I got it from here.
Right.
They pretty much been the best, and I couldn't ask for any better.
Yeah, cool. And let me tell and Grizzly, tell us about your mom and dad.
Did you repeat that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about how your relationship was with like your mom and dad, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the household, and how it affected the art and everything.
Oh, okay. So like my mom, you know, she's been there, you know, basically from the start. You know, she's been supportive of me doing music. I think she could tell that I was going to go into music ever since I was a child, basically, you know, because I love music so much. So, you know, when she found out I started producing back in high school, you know, she was with me 100% and whatnot. And especially now with, you know, finally getting into start recording music, you know, like actually writing and rapping. You know, she's very supportive of me, whatever I do. As far as my father, he's also, you know, supportive. I haven't really seen him a lot when I was younger, but, you know, I'm still fortunate to see him, you know, like once in a while. We still talk over the phone. He lives in Colorado now, so, you know, we still talk over like FaceTime or whatever, you know, but he also encourages me to, you know, do better and, you know, don't let anybody you know, walk over you or whatever, you know, just, you know, grind and do what you gotta do in the music. Another person was like my grandfather. He, you know, basically taught me how to be a loyal person and, you know, taught me some of the values that I hold today. You know, and he passed like in 2016, so, you know, I'm trying to carry on a legacy basically, in my opinion. So, you know, that's how that was. You know, I'm just, you know, fortunate to have whoever the parents I was gifted with, you know.
Right. I got you. And Jay, so same question goes to you. Experience with mom and dad in the beginning, growing up.
To tell you the truth, there's honestly not enough good things I can tell you about my mother. Like, you know, she's been there for me, like, every step along the way. And she's, like, even in my craziest times, she's been there for me. You know, she's pushed me to be the best at whatever I can be with anything I decided to do. She taught me a lot about being strong for yourself, being there for other people. She taught me a lot about, you know, individuality, not being an individual for the sake of trying to be different,
Right.
but being an individual for the sake of being yourself and not letting other people influence, you know, what you do.
Right.
My dad, it's kind of dicey there because, I mean, unfortunately, my mother and my father, they didn't really work out that well. But
Okay.
my dad, whenever he could see me, you know, whenever he felt like it,
Right.
you know, he was pretty supportive of the things I've done. You know, he basically just wants me to be, you know, a man, be on my own, you know, things like that. But for real, the real male inspiration in my life I always been my grandfather. Like, he took me in, you know, he took my mother and my uncle in when he married my grandmother.
Okay.
Treated them just like their own, treated me like I was like the prince of the household when I was there. I didn't even figure out that, like, he wasn't my birth grandfather until I was like 19 years old, because he treated me just like I was his own, and I was just always by his side. He was always teaching me, you know, pushing me to be the best I can at whatever I was. And like, he was like just that prominent male figure in my life, and just I lost him when I was 11 years old, but you know, I'll never forget him.
Right. I got you. So let me ask you this one. We're gonna start with you on this question right here. A childhood experience that basically defined you, basically kind of like really defined you as an individual. The thing that made you look at it like, it's time for me to be a man now. It's time for me to take it to another level in my life. Like, I've been through the childhood stuff. What impact, what event happened to make you realize, like, hey, I gotta be better than I was like last year. I gotta be better than I've been already.
The childhood experience that basically pushed me towards manhood.
Yeah.
It was definitely losing my grandfather when I was 11 years old.
Okay.
Because he had basically always been the glue that like held our family together. And when we lost him, it's just like, it's like, wow, like, we basically lost the man of the house. And my mother basically just seeing what she was going through, and seeing my grandmother and the things she was going through, that was basically the thing that was like, okay, like, I know I'm a kid, but like, I have to pull it together. I have to be strong, like, not just for myself, but like for my family around me, because we gotta pick up the pieces, and we gotta figure things out for real, you know.
Right. So was it like a how can I say it? Was it an expected loss? Meaning that, okay, granddad is around 80 and 90 years old, and you see certain things.
No, my grandfather was 64 when he passed away, but like, that sounds old, but like,
no, that's not old, really.
He had just retired that year. He was like in perfect health. He had all his teeth. He had all his hair. Like, he would go out hunting. My grandpa was just strong. And he was complaining about having back problems and everything like that. But, you know, he was getting older. That's just something that you expect with older age.
Right.
And then when the moment comes that he passed away, like, it was unexpected.
Okay. That's all.
There wasn't any sign that anything was wrong with him or anything like that. And, like, it really didn't even hit me to the moment that we closed the casket, for real.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back and talk to you about that as well. And Grizzly, give me an example in your life, a childhood experience that brought you to that point of like manhood.
I mean, I can't really think of anything for a childhood experience. I guess, I don't know. I guess one scenario, my mom was in a bad relationship, and I think that taught me that taught me a lot, basically, you know, on what to do or what not to do when you get older or when you're in a relationship or whatever like that.
Meaning what though? Meaning what? When you said taught you, what meaning what? Did it teach you what not to be as a black male in a relationship and how you treat a woman, or what did it kind of like? What did the experience teach you?
I think overall, not just as, you know, like a black man. I think just overall as a person.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, that's one example. I mean, only other example I got was, you know, when I was like 2 years ago, back when I was 19. You know, my grandfather passed away. He like literally walked in the house, and he got in the bed, and like 30 minutes later he passed away. I mean, you know, and that was big because, you know, just like in the same scenario with my brother, like that was basically the man of the house. So, you know, now all that gets passed on to me.
Right, but how old was you?
You know, you got to, you know, it's kind of overwhelming. You know, you got to think about what to do now. You got to think about the future and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like a lot going up to do during that time, that phase, you know. So.
And how old were you? I
was only 19 when my grandfather passed away. He was in his 80s. I think he was in his late 80s and whatnot. And he still looked good, you know, all that. But, you know, he did have, I think during that time before he passed away, he had like pneumonia. He was in the hospital, and, you know, he got out. He got discharged the day he died. So, you know.
Okay. Shout out to the grandfathers, man. Shout out to the grandfathers.
Yeah.
For real. And Wolfy, give me your child experience that brought you to that sphere of manhood.
I mean, everybody got something different. The thing that brought me, that speared me into manhood, what can I say? I mean, I had a lot happening. I mean, after my dad left, my older brother left, and I basically had to be, I had to. I was my little brother's their figure. Growing up, I had to guide them and teach them to be themselves and stuff like that. It was a hard one. It scared me into being it was after my dad left. I figured I had to grow up because my mom, she had it hard. She was by herself for a little bit of time and a few years, and I had to grow up and too good for her. I had to be her. But I feel like the biggest part, and I don't think it was a part of my childhood. What made me really, really grow up was going to college. Because that's when you realize you're on your own, and you pretty much broke the whole time in college. So you have to figure out all these things and how to be an adult. So that really pushed me into being the man I am today.
Okay.
I guess that's something I can say.
Okay. So we gotta understand them. So when we look at because the reason why I want to ask this question because everything starts from the origin as far as with the music, right? So what we do in the art. So we have to look at because before we can even get to the music, we have to get to who we are as a person. And we have to get where we grew up at. You have to get at what influences went on you, how your parents were. And then we have to start looking at what are the things are making me into manhood type of thing. You know what I mean? When, you know what I mean, as being a male, you know, from you leaving from child adolescence, and now you get into manhood. Because now manhood, you making real good decisions. Now you're supposed to. You're really trying to figure out what you really want to be able to do in your life and all that type of stuff. So my question to you is, at what age around did you start really like messing with the music? Like, because I remember you was telling me about your stepdad, you know what I mean, with the DJ and everything. Around what time was it when you just started looking at it like your own pen and be like, you know what, I'm gonna start writing some stuff, man. I'm gonna start kind of like trying to like put it down.
Yeah, I don't think I studied I don't think I said much like what my stepdad. He enhanced my love for music, but I already had a great love for music like since I was a kid.
Okay.
But I could say I didn't start writing until I was in about 3rd grade.
Okay.
In elementary school. I was with a friend, an old friend, and we were sitting out on the porch and we started writing like this little rap song. I remember we wanted like so many people to get on the song, like so many celebrities to get on the song with us, like Chris Brown and like, you know, Soulja Boy was really popular at the time.
Okay.
And we wanted like, and Lil Wayne, and we wanted to really get on the rap. So we started writing parts for them, and we had like such a good time. I was so inspired by it that like I thought I really had a love for doing it. Oh no, wait, that was after this. Actually, the first full thing I wrote was this little Freddie versus Jason thing with my older brother.
Okay.
And I was rapping for Jason, and he was rapping as Freddie. And we were writing this whole thing. We were writing this whole little diss song to each other and stuff. And we ended up throwing it away because we had like curse words in it. And you know, like having grown up with a black parent, your mom ain't gonna have none of that cursing. So we didn't want her to see the stuff that we wrote. So we like put it underwater, tried to scrub it off, and then threw it at the bottom of the trash can so she wouldn't find it. And that was one of the moments where I realized like I really did like writing music and writing raps and writing songs. And from that day on, like I started writing more. And the thing I told you about me and my friend on the front porch, that was after the fact that me and my brother did that. But then after that, for a period of time, I stopped writing because, like, growing up, when I got into middle school, I started getting a little bit depressed, and I started feeling like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't know who I was. That was up to 7th grade. Then I started writing again in 8th grade. And then when I got to high school, I was still writing. But then sophomore year of high school came because I moved from the first high school, which was Heritage. Shout out to them. And I lost all my friends, and I was at Mitchell alone pretty much, and I felt depressed, and I stopped writing for a long time until I like got connected with my friends and stuff again, and I started writing more, and I started getting back into it, and then I had like crushes that I would have, and I would write songs for the crushes I had and everything, and I'd write poems and everything, but I never showed anybody.
Why you ain't show the girl? Why you ain't show
I did not, cause listen, alright, so listen, and like when I was like in that depressed time, I didn't have a lot of confidence because I was a new kid, and I didn't want anybody to see what I wrote. It was nothing inappropriate. Like I thought they were beautiful songs. Like I'd write to Frank Ocean instrumentals and Earl Sweatshirt and stuff, and I didn't feel confident in giving stuff. Now today, like I'm more confident than ever, but back then I wasn't who I am today. So that's why I never showed anything to anybody. But I really took writing seriously, like after, and that's kind of what got me out of my depression and what got me out of that dark space that I don't ever want to go back to again. And like, I think music is is the biggest thing that really saved me, and it's really been there for me ever since. So I'm still writing, I'm still doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because the music, if you look at it, if you're going through things personally, whatever like that, the way I looked at it, you know what I mean, it's like the music helps you really get the stuff off your soul, man. It's really like expression, really. it's like an art form where you're able to express emotions and feelings and everything. And a lot of times when people are depressed or upset, they don't have that ability really to express it the way they want to express it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can understand that, definitely. So Grizzly,
Yeah.
put Grizzly on the line. So Grizzly, tell me about are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me around like the time when you start really experimenting with with the music and everything.
Oh boy, I started experimenting with as far as writing goes. I started doing that. I say around 8th grade because it was like.
No, wait. Let's go back to the producing. Let's go back to the
Okay.
producing. Yeah, let's start with the producing.
As far as producing,
Yeah.
I started around 2011, like summer of 2011. Because basically, I still wanted to be a rapper, but
Okay.
I didn't know anybody who had a studio, or I didn't know anybody who had like a mic set up and I could record in a house. I lived with my grandparents along with my mother, and stuff like that.
Right.
It's not like it's not like they didn't want to do it, but I couldn't record because I'm with elder people, But I just figured I was like, if I can't rap, then I might as well just learn how to produce. And
Okay.
basically, like 2011 was like, it was like late 2011, and that's when I started trying to put together, music, producing. That's when I got FL Studio,
Okay.
and I taught myself how to use FL Studio. Basically, everything I did, I taught myself. I had like tips and advice from other people, but as far as like full on learning the program or learning how to compose music or whatever, I did that myself.
Okay.
And stuff like that. That's how I really dabbled in the starting to learn how to produce. As far as being a producer, as a writer, I started back in like 9th grade.
9th grade.
Well, not 9th grade, 8th grade. I had had some homies. They was writing a song and they wanted me to write a verse. I wasn't really too big on writing verses like that, but I wrote the verse, and I was just thinking about stuff off the top of my head I could put down that sounded dope.
Right.
And I gave it to them, and they said it was dope. So basically, I was like, I could start, writing and stuff like that. So I get into high school, and basically at high school at this point, I'm just writing rhymes. I didn't even record anything.
Right.
Throughout my high school years, I had like this notebook, this notepad. I'm just writing rhymes. I'll be in class, I'll be writing rhymes, stuff like that. I didn't really get to record it until like 2014, 2015, when me and Jay started the group and whatnot. So.
Okay. So Jay, tell me. All right. So tell me around like when you started getting to more focused, like experimenting with the music and everything, and trying your hand with the pen and all those type of influences.
Okay, so I think when I wasn't like super serious about it, but when I started like writing music, it was around 2009. Like T-Pain was the biggest like fucking superstar like in music at the time. So my uncle decided to take me to the T-Pain concert because I love T-Pain.
Right.
And I bought all his albums and I watched all his music videos and everything like that. And when I saw him on stage performing, I was like, yo, like, this is really cool.
Right.
And, so I had this 7th grade English project where we had to write about what we wanted to be. Mm-hmm. And I was like a super procrastinator at the time. It was like a couple of days before it was due, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to tell them that I want to be like a music star. Mm-hmm. So I do that. I type up everything on like Microsoft Word. Right. And I tell everyone, I want to do music. And they're like, well, do you even write anything? And I'm like, I should probably do that.
Right.
But, just all throughout like high school and stuff, I started like writing writing, like, you know, just little simple, like, throwaway lines and, like, song ideas, but I never really got serious about it until, again, like, 2014, when me and, like, Grizzly had started the group, and one of his friends had invited him over to, like, record a song, and he had just released, like, a new beat tape. So I was listening to it in the car, and I was listening to one of these beats, and I'm like, yo, I can really write something to this. And that's around the same time that he got the phone call to come record it. And I'm like, yo, write something to this real quick. And like that's when I really got serious about just writing music.
Okay. So now you and Grizzly, y'all from y'all from Hampton. And you got Wolfy from, Norfolk. So how did y'all get from Norfolk to Hampton? How did that happen? Like, boom, in the group.
Actually, Waylon had moved Wolfy had moved to Newport News, and he had went to the same high school that I did when he was when I was in 11th grade, he was in 9th grade, and me and Grizzly already knew each other since 9th grade. We were friends because me and him went to separate schools. He went to Hampton, I went to Heritage.
Okay.
And me and Grizzly were hanging out, and we went to our friend Devin's house, and Devin had invited Wolfy over, and we had met then, but we weren't really super, like, serious about, like, getting a music thing started until 2014 when me and Grizzly had 2015 when me and him started recording music. And, Wolfy, he wanted to do it, but he didn't really like the way his voice sounded or whatever.
Okay.
So me and Grizzly, we had released our first mixtape. It was called Welcome to Peew Gand. And I'd say we had took, like, a really brief hiatus from recording music because of some personal stuff that was happening in both our lives.
Right.
And then in 2017, I finally got my car back, and Wolfy, he was going to Virginia State. So me and Grizzly decided to get our recording equipment together and just go up to Virginia State. And we recorded our first song as, like, a 3-man group.
So what was the name of it? What was the name of that first one? What was the name of the first song?
Our first song that we recorded was with all three of us was a song called Drippin'. It has this sample from Street Fighter 2, the video game, and me and Grizzly, we had recorded our parts back in November, early November. But around, like, late November, early December, we had decided to go up there because we hadn't released it yet, and Wolfy decided that he wanted to write to it. And, I mean, I had enough space on my verse because I just put a skit at the end, but he decided to fill up that space, and we recorded our first song, and we had just been recording ever since then, sort of.
Bet. I guess. Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question before. I'm gonna ask Grizzly this question. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna get back. But I'll tell Jay I'm gonna get back to him with the same question. Okay, so you have all three different types of individuals, right? That came from all these different upbringings. So my thing is like, when you look at your producing and when you looked at you being a rapper and everything, what musical influences kind of like helped? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like on that end. You know what I'm saying? Because because you had T-Pain over here, and then now you have, like, with you, it's kind of like what? What do you think is your musical influences? And the reason why I ask this is because that one song that I just checked out, I believe it's Check My Chrome. Right, that has like that old 90s type of Mobb Deep, Nas type of, feel to it, flow, like Wu-Tang Clan and all that. So that was kind of like made me kind of like, put that question out there, like, what was the musical influences?
Well, for me, when I was growing up, my mom knew this DJ, his name DJ Prosky.
Okay.
And, I used to be around him all the time. He used to DJ. He had his DJ set at his house. So I used to be, he used to DJ, do like, practice sets or whatever, So, that's one of my influences. My mom is basically my influence for being so sample heavy.
Okay.
Because, I do more samples than I do originals. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right.
But, she used to play, like, old school R&B, and all that stuff, so hearing that, then, years later learning how to produce and learning how to incorporate that into my sound, and, kind of dope, I try to learn from different producers. Like my main producer influence is The Alchemist, and how he takes samples and chops them up and whatnot. I study from that, and I study from producers like him, Pharrell, Pete Rock, some producers like that, and I try to make a unique sound, that I have as far as the rapping goes. I'm kind of lyrical, I think I'm an aggressive rapper. I'm like, if you took someone from the 90s and put them in a time machine and brought them to present day, that's probably who I would be, 'cause
Okay.
that's the type of vibe I give off, because I'm too old school basically, but but I can still do anything. I still do trap beats, I can still do old school boom bap, whatever, I can get on there, I can fit whatever to any beat, I can make whatever beat,
Right. Okay then, cool. And Wolfy, tell me about you.
Can you repeat that?
I said, tell me about you as far as like musical influences, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Me really being inspired by somebody's art and everything that kind of like helped you find your art and able to make you do what you do now.
I would say there's a various amount. From Outkast to Frank Ocean, Childish Gambino, Music Soul Child. Like there's a lot of people. Kendrick Lamar. Like I'm all around the board when it comes to my style and everything.
Okay.
Even Michael Jackson. I mean, I know everybody says that, but who didn't Michael Jackson inspire? I mean, I those were pretty much my art, and they are still my main inspirations when it comes to this music thing. If that answers your question.
Yeah. That pretty much does. So okay. I'm gonna ask you this. Like, describe like your style. Like if you could put it like into words, as far as like how you flow, all that. Even how when you used to write the songs like back in the day, like with the crushes, like describe like your style. Is it like smooth? Can it get a little gangster?
Soulful.
What? Soulful. Okay.
Soulful. I would just say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
No, go ahead.
I would say soulful, unique, colorful, beautiful, vibrant. Like that's my style. But I can also be cool and blue, and I can also go under. I can sneak up on you.
Right.
I think that's pretty much how I would describe it, pretty much. But the main word would be soulful. When I write, when I sing, when I rap too, I put soul into everything I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much how I would describe myself.
Okay. And what about Jae Casino? Describe like the style and the delivery, lyrical content, things like that.
Basically, I feel like if you took Ludacris's old afro, if you took a piece of like Kendrick Lamar's hairline, you throw that in with Lil Uzi Vert's septum piercing, and maybe a piece of toast Frank Ocean 8 in the morning, and you put that like in a blender, I think you probably get me. Like, I hate to say that, I wouldn't like to say that I have like one discernible style. I think I'm an eclectic artist.
Okay.
Like when I'm writing a song, it really just depends on how the beat is, how the mood is. Like sometimes I like to sit down, maybe take like 2 or 3 weeks to write a verse if I'm trying to like write something that's real like bar heavy.
Okay.
And like that has a lot of like punchlines and double entendres and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think that if that's all you do as an artist, then that's really, excuse my French, but really fucking boring.
Right, okay.
Like I know people say that, you know, the mumble rap and the trap rap and all that, you know, it has no substance, it has no this and that. And I'm like, dude, just because you lay up at night and you like sit there in your oversized bubble coat, you jack off to like Curtis Blow all day. You know, like sometimes I like to be lyrical and crap like that, but sometimes I like to party, I like to have fun, I like to get like super wasted and just like write whatever I'm feeling. And then sometimes I feel like just sitting back and like really trying to display my feelings, the things I'm going through on a daily basis, just what's going on in my mind, and how to like try and convey that and convey the same emotion that I'm feeling onto somebody else when they listen to my music. And sometimes I just want to be cool. Like I just want to say something that just sounds really good. I want to put like an earworm in somebody's ear and they're just going to be repeating whatever I have to say all day. So,
Right, I got you.
I'm all over the place for real.
All right, but hey,
I think I'm better for it, for real.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? If you're comfortable in that space, that make you dangerous, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you everywhere and you clumsy and you don't know what's going on. It's like you everywhere and you identify kind of like what it is, like those weapons. Like sometimes, you know, I want to go party. Sometimes, like you said, lock yourself in a room, get fucked up and shit. Whatever come to my mind and shit is just gonna be some heat for your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just is what it is. So that's cool. That's cool. And Grizzly, same question to you. All right, you know what I mean? I mean the same question to you is, you know what I mean? Is describe like the delivery, your lyrical content and everything, and you know what I mean, what you trying to convey to the people.
I see myself as just like a chill person, but then again, you know, I can, you know, be lethal at the same time. Like, I don't really care for basically being a lyricist or, you know, having a whole bunch of bars. I think that comes easy for me, in my opinion, because I just write whatever I'm feeling. Basically, in my mind, it's like a puzzle game, you know, basically just connecting words with other words and meanings with other meanings and stuff like that. And, yeah, I don't need to wrap this in a flash, you know. It all comes straight from the mind, so I don't have to take like 2 weeks or whatever just write a rhyme. I can just do it in like 20 to 30 minutes and be happy with it.
Okay.
But just, you know, same thing, you know, I don't just like to, you know, just write lyrics and be a lyricist and stuff like that. You know, you gotta have fun too. So, you know, it's nothing for me to, you know, to write either or. You know, I just want to write what I feel as an artist. So I feel like, you know, as far as like, you know, having a delivery or you know, having a sound, you know, I think I don't really do like complex deliveries or anything like that. You know, I just get into a flow, whatever flow I'm on, I just, you know, go into it, and whatever mood I'm setting for the song, it's just there. So, you know, one song to be like, you know, a party type of mood, one song to be a serious mood, you know. So, you know, it doesn't really matter to me, basically. But, you know, as far as that goes, I feel like I can really just do anything.
Okay. So, okay, I got you. So let me say it like this. Okay, I'm gonna get to Wolfy, right? So you got the whole group together. All right, Wolfy, you there with me? All right, so we got, I said we got everybody together, like the whole group, right? So we got each individual has a serious amount of weapons. You know what I mean? You look at it and how they prepare for their music, how the time frames that it take. You know, things like that. So what I'm looking at, I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Start with you. Say hip hop, say being an MC, say being a rapper is like being a boxer, right?
Yeah.
Say, you know what I mean? And and your style and your punchlines is just like you punching, you know what I mean, in the ring. If you had an opportunity to fight somebody in that ring, who would you fight?
Like another rapper, or
like another. It could be another rapper. It could be a musician. It could be someone doing the same. Because you're a boxer. So if the promoter come to you and the people come to you and be like, you know, you're getting ready. You know what I mean? You're already pro. You know what I mean? You're getting ready to step in the ring in a major way, and you have to fight somebody in that ring. Who you want to fight?
I mean, anybody who comes to challenge. I'm not a person to like pull somebody to fight me. Like, I'm not that person. Like, I don't feel like I have to prove myself to anybody but myself.
Right.
I mean, if I have to fight anybody, you said anybody, I'll fight myself, because that's the only competition I think there is.
Okay.
Anybody can come for me if they want to, but that's all I gotta say to that.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
no, the reason why I ask is this. Is because being an MC and really being anybody, I mean artistic side, it's like, you know, I can look at hip hop another way. I can look at hip hop as being like a kung fu warrior. Everybody that you fight, this, you know what I mean, that's a master. You're gonna learn something from them by fighting them. Like you'll probably learn more from fighting them than you probably would just sitting down and learning from them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're going to show you aggression kicks when they're in danger. If you just beating their ass or whatever, they're going to show you a crane style or whatever. You're going to be, oh shit, what's that? And you're going to be able to fight through that. And you're going to be able to learn that. So it's really because hip hop is so competitive, and sometimes it's unavoidable, man. Sometimes you do have to be able to, you know, fight somebody on the lyricals. I'm not saying like, oh, I gotta see you at the club and we gotta get it in. No, I'm saying from an art standpoint, it's so competitive, and sometimes you do have to be able to spar with somebody, to go toe to toe to somebody. So I wanted to be able to know that, and you know me. I mean, give it to Grizzly. I'm gonna hear what his answer is.
You want to hear what Grizzly answer is?
Yeah, I want Grizzly to answer that question too.
Alright. Yeah.
So, Grizz, did you hear the question I asked him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think whoever. Well, I mean, my point. What I feel about it is basically the same as him. You know, like main thing is if we cool, we cool. But you know, if you see a problem with me, I feel like if you want to like tell it on wax, then it is what it is. You know.
No, it's not. No, wait. No. It's not a beef situation. When I say it, it's not like okay. It's not a beef. It's you got to compare. Okay, let's compare it to football, right? Let's just say you got Tom Brady against Aaron Rodgers. It's not like they hate each other or don't like. It's like the game is going on. So if they ask Tom Brady, be like, Tom Brady, you done won all these games, and you know you've been playing this on. Who do you want to go toe to toe with? Who you want to get on the center stage Monday Night Football and battle toe to toe with? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, anybody, I guess. You know, I'm not scared of no competition whatsoever. You know, like I don't. You know, you can put you can put either you can put Jay-Z in front of me, you can put Legend in front of me, like Busta Rhymes or whatever. I don't care. You know, I'm going for mine, whatever it is. You know, you shouldn't be scared to battle against anybody, especially if you're a rapper. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're better than whoever you think you are, or whoever they think they are, or whatever, then you better than them. You know, you gotta have that confidence as a rapper. If you feel like you're better than everybody, you know. People might think it's not, you know, it's not true. It's just an opinion, but you gotta have that confidence. You gotta build yourself up, and you know, be like, hey, you know, I'm better than everybody else. Anybody can get this, you know. But, you know, as far as that, I mean, you know, I can battle anybody, you know, competition is competition, you know.
Cool. All right, I got you. I'm gonna ask Jae Casino the same thing. All right, boxing match, man. Boxing match. You've been knocking people out, and they ask you like, you know what, Jay, you know, who you want to go to toe with. You know what I mean? We got this nigga. You got to pick your opponent. Who you want to step in the ring with and be able to go toe to toe.
You know, me basically, I see myself as a prize fighter. So
Okay.
I feel like the easier question to ask me
Okay.
is who I wouldn't go against. You know,
Okay.
and the people I wouldn't go against is, you know, I don't want to sound like an old head because I'm not. You know, hip hop is changing. It's going towards a new direction, and I think that's beautiful. But I think there are some newer artists and even some older artists out here who just like they really aren't worth the time. Like
Okay.
your flow trash. You know, you look dusty. You ain't out here really spitting nothing. And it's a lot of new school cats out there that I wouldn't even waste my time with. But when you talk about people out here, that, you know, if I got to choose who to go head to head with, if it ever did happen, man, just like I said, as a prize fighter and just to prove stuff to myself, you know, there are people out here like, you know, I will go against either one of my guys to just prove, you know, maybe who's the best out of the group, you know, just for fun, just for shits and giggles.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'll be out here battling against people that, they say they're the greatest of all time, you know, Eminem, you know, he can come get these hands.
Right, okay. Right. I feel you, okay.
The Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Lil Waynes, Ludacris, everybody like that. For real, one of my favorite rappers of all time, especially from around here, is Pusha T from the Clips. Like
Okay.
Pusha T. Like,
Lyrical, right? Lyrical. Call with
like
the...
one of my biggest inspirations, and if I could ever like go against him just like for friendly competition or something like that, like yo, I would do it.
Because what's gonna happen is you gonna learn some new shit. Like when he's spitting it, like when you take him there, when you raw, and even if you don't think that a person, even if you don't think you that raw, he's still gonna be able to try to put something down to destroy you, right? So you're gonna learn what it is, that weapon. That's gonna be, you know, you're gonna learn that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got those punchlines, those metaphors. You're trying to put me out of this shit. Okay, you're gonna learn from that, and it's just gonna make you stronger. Because now, when you battle somebody else, you're gonna know that. You're gonna know that. Like you felt that already, so you're gonna already prepare for that in the future and shit. Like that's
right.
That's
And for real, like again, like it's not on any deep type shit. Like,
yeah, never.
It's just like, you know, hip hop it's a competitive, it's a contact sport. Like you gotta go out here, you gotta prove your worth, you gotta prove how good you are. But at the same time, you know, it's nothing ever wrong with like some competition, whether it's friendly competition or otherwise. You feel me?
Yeah, because you need that, man. Michael Jordan wouldn't have been the best if he didn't play just, you know, the Knicks and shit from back in the day, right? And all that shit he been through. You know, you ain't gonna be the, you know what I mean, that good if you don't pay, you know what I mean, battle somebody or compete. Yeah.
Like if you don't feel like you're out here and if you don't want to be the best as a rapper, what are you rapping for?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. There you go. So okay, all right. Let's get into the projects that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about the inspiration behind, you know what I mean, the Chrome joint. Because remember I said it had that old school 90s type of feel to it, Mobb Deep type of song. So how did that come about with that track?
So Check My Chrome, when that came about, it was spring break for all the colleges and stuff. It was around the same time that me and Wolfy's girlfriend, my birthday is on the 11th and hers is on the 8th. So we went to this Airbnb for a couple days so we could like just spend some time together and to celebrate our birthdays. And I was writing this one verse when I was working at Dollar General at the time because it would be so boring behind the counter. There was literally nothing to do sometimes but just write lyrics and like stuff like that. And Wolfy had brought us like this beat and he's like, yo, I think y'all should write something to this. And, you know, I was just writing like this little throwaway verse and I'm like, you know, this sounds cool. Like the 90s, like, the hip-hop beats and stuff like that, they aren't always my thing, but I'm like, you know, this is kind of cool, like, I can freak this. So he was spitting his verse and, like, the hook and everything, and I just spit my little throwaway verse on it and everything, and Grizzly, he spit his verse on it. But what really set it off was when we went to go perform it for the first time, like, everybody just went crazy. like everybody's coming up to us, they're big up in us, and they're like, yo, there's nobody out here that sounds like y'all. They're like, yo, like we want to work with you guys, we want to do this, we want to do that. Huh? Yeah, and it was just crazy, and I'm like, yo, like, this could really be something special. So I'm like, yo, let's go back, let's re-record this.
Right.
And let's make this our thing. Like, this one song that I didn't really think much of at the time actually turned into one of like our most popular songs like ever. Like, everywhere we go, like we performed in the strip club last night, and everyone, the strippers, they weren't even like shaking their asses or anything. They're like sitting there paying attention to like us, not even worried about getting their money and shit.
Damn.
And
that's hypnotizing, man.
Like,
That's
they were
hypnosis.
just sitting there really just vibing out to the song, just fucking bobbing their heads and everything, and everyone just gives us, like, they were like, don't even get me wrong, they weren't really paying attention to a lot of the rappers in there, and everyone is just going crazy, they're clapping their hands, they're like, yo, we love this song, and everything like that, and I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy. You feel me?
Right. What joint, what strip joint was that? That was out in Hampton? I said, what strip joint was that? That was out in Hampton, VA?
It was this place in Newport News. It's called Liquid Blue. It's pretty nice.
Okay.
I've been to a couple strip clubs in my day, and some of the strippers be busted, but like the girls in there actually was looking pretty nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I would have actually thrown some money if they would have like been on the stage, like doing their thing while we were up on the stage, but you know.
Right.
I already paid like $11 for some pretty subpar chicken tenders. So.
Right.
And they wanted me to pay $2 for some bottled water? No, thank you.
Man, you know how they try to get you in them joints, man.
Get out of me that night.
You know how they try to get you once you step up in there. That's like one of them amusement parks like Disney World. They be trying to...
I feel you, and the thing about it is they're playing all these songs and saying, if your podcast ain't gonna be throwing money on this stage, go home. Go. And I'm like, my nigga, is that necessary? This club already, and if they hear that shit, like, they might go home and just do that shit. But nobody's gonna pressure me into throwing money. I ain't got the money for all that right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit even, that's crazy for a person even like put you in a position like that, man. Yeah, man, you gotta. It's part of your club. You gotta have something like how the amusement park is. They got them cold ass rides that go wherever high in the sky. Shit, you may pay that $3, $4, $5 to get on that ride because it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what you said. So okay. What I'm gonna ask you too is the name of the group. Explain how that happened.
Wow, the name of the group and how it happened. Okay, so I came up with the name. We had this kick chat. It was me, it was Caleb, and it was our friend Tim. He's been a good friend of ours since we all graduated high school, and he graduated the year before, so we've been hanging out ever since then. And, you know, we didn't really have, like, a name or anything. We were just, like, three dudes just hanging out. So I remember I went to go watch this movie called Transformers Transformers Dark of the Moon. And, did you see that movie?
No, Transformers Dark. No.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, good. Like, don't waste your money. It was awful. But this Asian guy, he had pulled the main character Sam into the bathroom because he was like a secret operative or whatever, and he told him that his name was like Deep Wang, and I'm like, okay. So I decided to make that our Kipjack name. It was Deep Wang. So I decided to be cheeky one day, and I flipped the D and the W, so it was Weep Dang, and then I'd flip like the whole letters around, and it was Peew Gand.
Peew Gand.
And we just called ourselves that, but it wasn't official until the night that, like, me and Grizzly, we went to go record our first song together, and we recorded the whole song and everything, and our engineer, Sid, he was like, so what's y'all's name? And I was like, we don't really have a name. And Grizzly just stopped me dead in my tracks. And he's like, yeah, our name's Peew Gand. And I'm like, really, nigga? And he's like, yeah, that's our name. And I'm like, okay, you know, we're rolling with it.
Right. You know what it sound like though? You know what's...
Hold your horses, partner. Our name is Pew Gand.
Hey,
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. When you said it, when you pronounce it, it do sound like a foreign city, don't it? You know what I mean? It sound like you visiting like a foreign city somewhere. Like, man, we're going to Pew Gand. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it sound like a city, man, where you gonna go, like how you would say like Miami, but a foreign city, like somewhere in the Middle East or somewhere out there by Syria or Europe or something like that. It sounds like one of those names. So that's what I got from it. Cool. So let me talk to Grizz real quick.
Yeah.
So Grizz, so tell me about upcoming performances y'all got going on. So the group is together, they unified. So what's coming up, you know what I mean, for the fans to be able to know and where to catch all that?
Well, as far as upcoming performances, we're trying to get everything, you know, scheduled out, you know, trying to find whatever the next opening. But we will be, you know, traveling soon. I say around, like, you know, North Carolina area, probably be going back to, like, Atlanta soon. You know, trying to get in New York soon, Philly, whatever we got to do.
What's the dream spot? What's the dream spot? Where's the spot you like, I want to perform at this city or at this event? Like, I want to rock this one. How you say, like Jay-Z got the Made in America, right? So what is it? Or Rolling Loud or something like that. Where is it that you really want to be able to take the group together collectively and y'all be able to just rock that shit to death? Like, what kind of event?
We're trying to go to Afro Punk Festival.
Afro Punk?
That's the one that we're trying to go to, the Afro Punk. Like, for real.
Okay,
and
Afro
we
Punk.
just want to, like, go up there and rock that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And let me holler at Wolfy.
Did you repeat that?
I said, yeah. Let me holler at Wolfy real quick. All right, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get back to you as far as like because you're the singer of the group, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is like I want to say it. So when we look at stage performance and things like that, is it more or less like you sing and you dance while you sing, or you more just like straight like singing?
I mean, it depends with like, cause I feed off like the energy of the atmosphere, but then again, I do give energy as well. I'm more of like, I move around the stage and I do dance a little bit when I'm on stage. But yeah, I mean, when you're on stage, when you have that energy, and I don't want to just stand there because like I feel for myself when I see somebody just standing there on stage.
Right.
I don't know. It seems a little boring to me. Like sometimes it feels like they don't want to be there. But
Right.
if the song doesn't require any movement, then yeah, I'm gonna stand there and just like do my thing.
Yeah,
usually my voice, you should expect like my voice will captivate the room. So my voice will pretty much distract you from whatever I'm doing on stage. Like I dance and I do all kinds of stuff on stage.
All right.
When I'm on there.
So when you get a Peew Gand performance, it's really like, because you know how you get with some rappers, they just walk across the stage and rap. So you more or less get like a performance, like a type of thing, if you could.
Wait, say that again. I couldn't hear
Okay,
you.
so like sometimes, you know what I mean, even if it's a group, most rappers, you know, when you put them on stage, some of them, you know, jump around and bring the hype, like Designer or Uzi Vert or even MGK, you know what I mean? They give you that energy and everything. So the thing is, like with y'all, is it more like a collective movement all the way around? Because like if you look at Migos, they really don't do nothing, right? They just walk back and forth and everything. But as far as like y'all, it's like high energy, jumping up around, getting getting a crowd into it and everything, probably pulling people out from the crowd if you could, type of energy.
Yeah, I mean, we do hear that type of energy. Like we interact with like the people and stuff like that. We really sometimes, like most of the time, we prefer not to get into the crowd because like hiding on, like there's people in the back, so they're not going to be able to see you. So we stay on stage. We interact with each other, like we dap each other up on stage and like rap towards each other sometimes, and you know, like we run around the stage, jump and you know just have fun. Like when we're on stage, we don't just walk and say the words. We have to show you. We show you what we got and the energy that we have.
Right.
We're gonna bring it how we do it. Like, we gonna bring it with our hearts, with everything we got.
Right. That's definitely. The people need to know that too. If people want to pay tickets to be able to see any artist perform, sometimes it's good for, for them to let you know, like, this could kind of show you're going to get. We're going to be energetic. We're going to be artistic. We're going to, we're going to do this and do that. And get people to be able to have something to look forward to. Bet.
Yeah.
So right now y'all got those 2 singles, right? So is it official releases on them already, or is this promo right now? What's going on?
I want to find. We're putting out promo, but y'all want to find that out. Like, we're not dropping the bid yet, but
okay,
just wait on it. Just wait on it.
All right, okay, bet. So let me talk to Jae Casino.
Wait. Well, I mean, yeah. Here you go. Hello.
Jae. So we coming to the end of the interview and everything. So I wanted to be able to holler at you and everything to get me. I mean, let the fans know where to find y'all at, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat, any social media outlets and everything like that. Share that with the people.
Okay, well, our Instagram, it's Peew Gand Squad, PEEWGAND Squad. If you're going under our pictures, you can find where we tag our personal Instagram account. Mine is The Busted Nut. Wolfy Rey is Wolfy Rey, of course, and Grizzly is Grizzly Rey. Our SoundCloud's Peew Gand. We have our first official release single, Stilo. It's on literally every music platform except Tidal. Like,
okay.
It's been released on shit that we ain't even heard of yet.
Okay.
So basically, anywhere where you look for it is going to be up there, and also, our Facebook, just Peew Gand, Twitter, everything like that. I can tell you that our first big mixtape, Purple Flame, is coming October 10th.
Purple Flame.
So
Purple
right
Flame
around the corner. So be ready for that.
Okay.
And
October
then we got some more singles that we're going to be dropping. Our second single, Insane. We're getting it ready. It's going to be coming out within the next couple weeks, and we're also working on our first official album, Purple Flame Redux, as a group. It's going to be coming out.
Okay.
Don't have an official release, but it's going to be pretty soon. In our solo project, I have Dance Land. It's going to be on the way. Grizzly F.O.G, he's releasing Kitsugi pretty soon. So, Wolfy Rey, he's going to be releasing his project called Midnight.
Okay.
And it's all coming out like really, really soon. But don't forget Purple Flame. That's the one we want y'all to listen to first. We're going to get y'all hooked.
Bad. Purple Flame, October 10th, right?
Yes.
And when you said Stilo was a single, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that's the one you said is burning right now. And where can people go to listen to that?
Oh, say that again, because your thing just doo-doo, and I couldn't hear you.
All right. All right, so Stilo, where can we listen to that at?
Apple, Spotify, Amazon,
okay,
iTunes, Spinrilla, just anywhere.
Okay, I got you.
Play. It's literally everywhere, bro. Everywhere except Tidal.
Okay, I got you.
Don't let Jay-Z hear you say fuck Tidal.
Yeah, man. Why not, man? Why not?
If Jay-Z ever has problems with us, I'm kicking. I'm just.
No, man. I'm just saying, like. Wait. Hold on, man. So what's the reason why they ain't on Tidal? Is they kind of like stopping it from being on there, or is it? It's like some situation?
We have our distribution through Montreal Records. It's a subsidiary of Universal Music Group.
Okay.
And you would honestly have to contact them. That they have distribution through everything, but they just didn't put it up on Tidal. I don't know if it's like some kind of like contractual thing.
Right.
I don't know if it's something on Tidal where they don't do distribution through certain labels, but it's whatever. Shout out to Jay-Z, shout out to the gang. They're doing their thing. That's cool.
Right. I think we need some answers to that, though, man. You can't be like, you know what I mean? It's equal opportunity, right? In the United States of America, we gotta figure out why I can't be on that platform as well, especially by what he's.
Capitalism's a bitch, bro.
That's what it is then, huh? Okay. All
That's
right.
what it is.
All right. So yeah, man, we still gotta get it on title, man. Regardless, there's too many people over there,
Figure
man.
something out.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So this is what I want to say. I'm gonna say, man, thanks y'all. You know what I mean? Thank all y'all for being able to participate in the ambition and everything. And then and it's good hearing y'all personal stories, man. And you know what I mean? The reason why, from talking to Alicia and everything, I really felt like, artists who put out music. If you look at any of your favorite artists right now, the songs that you've been bumping and everything, what really put them over the edge of you liking them to pretty much you really loving them and really like be down is really kind of like their backstory. Like how'd you grow up? Like you was going through that when you wrote that song, and you know what I'm saying? What was what was things going on with you and everything? Because all those different things helps with helps with the craft. If we look at some of our favorite artists, they first songs, really a lot of artists' first songs is really the best one. Not first song, first albums. Like your first two, because that's when you like straight. That's before the big booty bitches. That's before the money. That's before all the distractions. Yeah, man, that's when you like lasered in, focused on it. You just giving that shit from the soul. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you're able to share, y'all experiences, with the people listening and everything like that. And definitely gonna get y'all back out here.
To be able to tell it, bro.
Yeah, man, it's important. You gotta be able to tell your truth. You know what I mean? And you gotta be able to inspire other people coming after us and everything to give, props and respects to people that helped. Like the grandfathers and the moms and things like that, and the homeboys and stuff, man, and be like, hey, come with me to the studio instead of rolling in that car with them gang members. Those are life-changing experiences and stuff, and people need to give people more props on that end that actually came in and helped and that actually was able to steer us in the right direction. So that's what we definitely want to be able to represent over here. Wolfy, Grizzly, F.O.G, Jae, thanks again, man. Thanks again for sharing that story.